So we're going to be thinking about all the chakras. So we've done the last 6 weeks, if you've been here or listening, we've been working with the different energy centers through the body. So can you mute yourself, Stephanie? Otherwise you'll be on the video. It's fine, but you'll just be there for all to see. So we're going to travel through the 6 chakras, ending at the crown. So this won't come through on Zoom, but these are the sounds for the chakras. So there's the roots, it's the solar plexus, and the sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye. Then we'll take a little journey through all of them, and then we'll end with our focus on the crown. So idea being that we can just, so if you just sit for a moment with your thumbs touching your index fingers, and we just travel quickly through these energy centers. So to remind you, we started at the root, so Muladhara chakra. The color is red, linked to safety and security, basic survival instinct. And then we moved up to the Svadhisthana, so your sacral chakra. The color is orange. Creativity, spontaneity, fun. And then we moved to the solar plexus. The color is yellow. And that's linked to our self-esteem and our willpower. The I am enough. And then from there, we traveled up to the heart, Anahata chakra. The color is green or pink. Seat of love and joy and kindness. And there we travel to the throat, Vishuddha chakra. The color is blue. The seat of our clear and honest communication. So speaking your truth. And moving up from there to last week, we worked with the third eye, Ajna chakra. The color is indigo. So insight and wisdom, intuition. And then today we're just going to bring it all together and balancing all of these chakras, ending up at the crown and our sense of connection to all that is. The color is white or violet. So just take a breath, drawing up from the earth, coming all the way up through your midline, up through all these centers, up through your throat, your third eye, into the crown of your head. And then you could relax your mudra and we could come to stand. So come to a standing position. We start standing and then we'll end probably standing as well, but we'll interlude and then we'll. So we come to our standing place. We come to our mountain pose. So you push down through your feet, spread your toes. Feel the connection to the earth. So this root chakra is linked to the earth element. So can you spread the soles of the feet? Can you relax your shoulders? As you push down into the feet, have a sense of drawing up through your torso. And then you could lift the arms as you bend your knees. So push the ground away. Check your feet are parallel. So you release the arms. So you bend the knees and you lift. And then you push the ground away as you straighten the back. So again, you bend the knees, you lift. Push the ground away and you release. So 2 more. You bend. And release. One more time, bend the knees. Holding it there for a second. So just connecting, pushing down through the feet, relax the shoulders. Chair pose. So strengthening our legs. And then you could push into the feet and release the arms. So let's take our right arm on our left knee. Connecting heaven and earth. So you push down through one hand and up through the other. And then you release the foot, you bend the knee. Sorry we're in the spotlight over there, but it makes the light just about okay on Zoom without having the big one in the middle. Again, so you bend the knees and you lift. So right arm, left knee, pushing up one, down with the left. Then so you release, you bend the knees and you lift. And you bend the knees and you lift. Bend And flex, spread the toes. And again, bend, lifting up. Flex your left foot, spread the fingers, push down through your left hand, spread the left toes. Last time. So you bend and you bend. So coming up, coming up onto your toes. And then as you exhale, could you bend the knees, let the fingertips just come down towards the ground, relax the head. And if you to take your hands onto your shins, could you straighten along the legs, bring the shoulders back away from the ears, so come to a halfway lift. And then as you bend the knees, as you push into the feet, could you sweep the arms up? So lifting up. And as you lift, you could lift the heels. So you drop the heels, folding forwards. Let the fingertips just dangle towards the ground. Take the hand onto your shins, straighten the legs, halfway lift. Again, so the fingertips touch down towards the ground. And as you push into the feet, you sweep the arms up and you lift your heels. And drop the heels, folding forwards. Hands come back to the shins, straighten the legs, halfway lift. Touch the fingertips down towards the ground, keep the feet on the floor, take the arms up, lifting. So you can take the hands to your hips. So we can move up to our sacral chakra, Svadhisthana chakra. You can just swivel your hips. Colour is orange. Then the other direction. Let's take the arms up, lift the heels. And as you drop the heels, take the left hand down your right arm, the right hand to your left shoulder, relax the shoulders, sweep the hands across the body, come down the sides of your leg. And then you bring the fingers up the inside of the leg, start to lift up, lift the arms, lift the heels. And as you drop the heels, right hand comes down your left arm, left hand to your right shoulder, let the shoulders drop, come across the body, come down the sides of your legs, off the little toes, and again, pushing into the feet, lifting up, sweep the hands up, lift the heels, lift the arms, drop the heels, left hand down your right arm, right hand to your left shoulder, take the hands across the body, take the hands down, and again, hands come up the inside of the legs, up the front of the body, arms will lift, heels will lift, drop the heels, last time, right hand down the left arm, left hand to your right shoulder, come across the body again, come down the sides of your legs. And just hold it there for a second. You can relax the head and the shoulders. And just coming up, keep the feet on the floor, lift yourself up. Arms come up, thumbs turn out, lift your chest. Back to your center. So you lift the arms again, lift the heels. Exhale, folding forwards. So as you come forwards, just let the body sway a little, relax the head and the shoulders. So the essence of this chakra is going with the flow. Just let the body sway and swing. You might take the hands onto your shins and straighten the legs to come to a halfway lift. And then the hands come all the way down towards the floor. Slide your right foot back, slide your left foot back, come into plank. And perhaps you could just move forwards and back a little bit. Could you just move forwards and back in your plank? Could you drop your knees onto the ground? So you're coming into tabletop. So you've got hands under your shoulders, and then you could swing your hips. You can move your shoulders, you can make whatever movement. You might even find yourself making figure of 8 type shapes with the body. So just let the body move. Noticing your breath. You might even find ujjayi breath or ocean breath. You partially close the back of your throat and you can feel the breath. And then we stop. We come back to our tabletop for a moment. So hands under shoulders. Could you take your left leg around into little swinging movements? And swing the other way. And you could drop, and you could go the other way. You could take the right leg out and just swing the leg around. On a physical level, the sacral chakra is linked to the hips and the pelvis, and you can go the other way, swing. And then stop. So come back to your all fours. Just find your breath for a moment. Again, maybe you might find a couple of ujjayi breaths. And maybe you could turn your toes under and lift your hips to downward facing dog. Relax the head, and could you bend one knee and then the other? So just moving the legs. And then you stop. You could drop your knees, cross the ankles, hop over your heels, and take the soles of your feet together. We just come to a nice wide-legged Baddha Konasana. So you've got the feet out in front. You've got the knees just dropping to the side. You're sitting tall. And then could you just make some circular movements with your body? You can close the eyes, just let the body circle around a little bit. And the awareness is still on the sacral area, the colour orange. I flow through life with ease and grace. And then you can go in the other direction, swing yourself around. And as you stop, you could slide your hands down towards your feet and relax your head. And then when you come up, take the feet flat to the floor, take the hands behind your back, and you could just twist. So you could let the knees go one way, head goes the other. And just maybe close the eyes, just let the body just move with its own rhythm. Just notice the difference, maybe one side to the other. Stop. You could let the knees drop over to your left. If you rest one hand on your solar plexus and the other hand behind the back, could you just lift and twist to your left? The solar plexus, the colour is yellow. And then lift, exhale as you twist. And you might take your left hand to the floor, take the right arm out to the side, and then just circle the sun. So you drop the hips and you swing the arm up. The arm comes, hips come up, and you swing the arm overhead. So a couple more. Circling the sun. Lift. Last one. And you swing. And you stop. And then you swing the legs over to the other side. So you've now got your left hand on the solar plexus, the other hand to the back, and you'll turn to your right. Inhale, lift, exhale as you turn. So this chakra linked to our willpower and our self-esteem and just a sense of I am enough. I am more than enough. So you lift and you twist. So as the right hand comes down, the left arm comes out. And if you'd like to, you could lift the hips if that's comfortable. And you just sweep the left arm around and about, circling the sun. At the same time, maybe you're lifting the hips. 2 more. So let's just take the legs back to the front. You take the legs out in front of you. So you've got your feet are flexed, you're zipping up through the legs, you're drawing up through the torso, and your arms are lifting. So you're coming through Dandasana. You're reaching out through your fingers. And then could you bring your left knee towards you? Squeeze the knee towards you. And then take the leg out in front. So you might hover the foot a little bit off the ground. So again, the knee comes back towards you, squeeze. Take the leg out in front. Lift. Again, knee comes back towards you, squeeze. Take it out in front. Lift. Hold it there. You can open and close your hands. And then you can bring the knee back in and then take your left foot over to the right. So bring that leg towards you with your right arm and take the left hand behind you. So you lift and you're turning to your left. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist. Untwist yourself, undo the legs, come back to your Dandasana for a moment. So bringing the toes back towards you, drawing up through the legs, take the arms up. And then you could take your right knee in, so squeeze the right knee towards you. Take the leg forward, take the arms up. And take the leg in, squeeze. Take the leg forwards, take the arms up. Take the leg in and you squeeze. So you could take the foot across, you've got the right foot over your left, you've got the arm around the thigh, you've got the hand behind the back, push out through your left heel, lifting and turning to your right. But as you untwist yourself back to center, you could undo the legs for a moment, come back to your Dandasana, spreading the fingers, and a little bit more length, and then bring your knees in towards you. So you could pick your both feet off the ground, squeeze the legs towards the body. You could take the arms out. You might straighten the legs, or you might just be here, but keep pulling the tummy button towards the spine, let the shoulders relax away from the ears. And then the feet will drop. You could let the feet come out in front again. So drawing up through the legs, up through the torso, lift the arms. And a little bit more length. And then you bend the knees again, you squeeze the knees towards you. So you could hold it here, or you could take the arms out, or you can keep the knees bent, or you could straighten the legs, whatever works for your back. Then the feet come down last time. So the legs come out in front, draw up through the core, up through the arms, lifting up. You can take the knees in again, squeeze the legs towards you. So whichever version you might like to take, just keep the shoulders down, chest is open. And you can open and close the hands. And then the feet come down, the arms come down. So if you had the feet hip distance apart, you could have the hands behind you, perhaps the fingers pointing forwards, and maybe something you might want to lift into reverse tabletop. Move yourself down. Just relax the shoulders and do it again. So just lifting up. and lowering down. Very good, warming up. Lift. Cross your ankles and bring yourself over, and let's come to all fours. So you've got your hands under your shoulders. Hold it there for a moment. And then could you lift your chest? So relax your abdomen towards the ground. So let the lower body relax. And then as you exhale, you tuck your pelvis towards you pull up the pelvis to pull your tummy button towards your spine and pull up on the pelvic floor. And then again, inhaling as you uncurl. Relax the shoulders, relax the front of the body. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale, rounding, tummy button to spine. Inhale as you uncurl. Exhale as you round. Few more. Inhale, uncurling. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, uncurl. Exhale as you round. And you can come all the way back and sit back towards your heels. So just come into child's pose for a moment. So you might want to take the knees a little bit wider apart. And then just feel the opening through the back of your heart center. So inhaling, breathing through the back of the heart. Exhale, releasing. And then you could walk the hands towards you. So option, if your knees are uncomfortable, you might want to just do this sitting on your bottom. But if they're not, you could sit in this position. We're going to take a heart opening posture. So your hands are to your heart. So if your knees are uncomfortable, you might just want to sit on your bottom and do this. But if you're able, you could sit back on your heels. So as you lift up, you take the arms out. If you lift up. Yeah, so just sit either cross-legged or put something under your knees. And then you exhale, you can sit back towards the heels, the backs of the hands could touch. So you inhale as you lift, arms come up, chest in. And then you exhale, you sit back towards the heels. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale. Sitting back on the heels, back to the hands together. So two more. Inhale as you lift. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Close. Take the arms out. Then if you just lower the hands, take the hands behind you, rest the hands on the back of the body. So you could have the hands facing upwards if you like, or facing down, whichever feels better for you. And then you could lift the hips. Moving across your chest. First stage of coming. And ease the body forward. That's it. So you're gazing up towards the ceiling. And you sit back towards your heels and the hands slide forwards. We're going to come forwards onto our tummies into cobra. So lower yourself down all the way down onto your front. So take your time. So your elbows are in. And then could we just lift a little? See how the back is feeling, lifting yourself up, shoulders down. And then just lower. So this could be a tiny movement. You might just be lifting an inch. So lifting up a little way, lifting up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. So Anahata chakra, heart chakra. Of love and kindness, compassion. Push into the hands, lift yourself up to an all fours position. Turn your toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, trying to create some space across the upper back. Relax the head. And then you drop your knees. Sit back towards the heels, walk the hands back towards you, lift yourself up again to your kneeling position. So the hands either resting again, hands pointing up, or you might take the hands onto your thighs. So you ease the hips forward. And you lift your elbows together. And you sit back towards the heels. So the hands will slide forwards again. So coming onto your tummy again, Stephanie, so rolling forwards. But when you get down towards the floor, could you bend your right knee? And could you perhaps find your right foot either with one hand or with two hands? So you're pushing the foot into the hand as you lift your chest. You're pulling up to the pelvic floor, tummy back into spine. Your shoulders are down. The thigh is lifting, the chest is lifting. One leg again. You release the foot, release the hands. Push into the hands again, come up to your all fours position. If you'd like to, turn your toes under and come up to downward facing dog. So relax, let's lift the hips, relax the head, and create some space across the upper back. Spread your fingers. Drop your knees. Walk the hands back towards you. Lift yourself up. Again, come into camel. So hands to the back, to the thighs, maybe even onto the heels. So the hips come forwards, the chest is lifted. Deep breaths. Back onto the heels. Slide the hands forwards. Roll yourself onto your tummy again. So lowering down into your cobra. Slowly lowering down. Bend your left knee. Could you find your left foot with your left hand or both hands? And then you push the left foot into the hand. Maybe lifting your chest. It's lifting your thigh. One leg again. Put the hands under your shoulders, bring yourself back. We'll come to child's pose for a second. So sit back towards the heels and again, just rest your head on the floor. And as you come up to your all fours position again, if you were to keep your hips above your knees, could you come into puppy dog or Anahata heart melting posture? Slide your hands forwards, keep the hips above your knees and lower either your cheek or your forehead towards the floor. So you've got the front of the body just releasing towards the ground. You've got the arms coming out wherever feels comfortable, and you're just holding it here for a couple of breaths. We could turn this into threading the needle by lifting up on the hands and sliding your left arm underneath your right arm. So you lower your left shoulder, the left hand is coming over to the right, and you take the back of the right hand onto your lower back and you nudge your right shoulder back. So you could just release that shape. You could take the right hand down, take the left hand out, come back to your puppy dog for a moment. So lifting the hips, relaxing either the cheek or the forehead to the ground, holding it there. See how it feels on this side. So you could come up onto your hands and then take your right arm underneath the left. So the right under the left. And you could take the back of the left hand onto your lower back, perhaps, and see how it feels as you nudge your left shoulder back. And the hand comes down, extract the arm, and you can sit back on your heels. Or if that's not comfortable, just sit cross-legged. So if you were to take your hands to Anjali Mudra, you could take your thumbs to your chest and your index fingers to your throat. So we're moving up to Vishuddha chakra, your throat chakra. Color is blue. So feel the breath. Can you feel the movement up and down your throat? Maybe try Ujjayi breath again, ocean breath. So you partially close the back of your throat. So it sounds a bit like a, but you're doing that with your mouth shut. And you just release the arms. So sitting however you'd like to sit, cross-legged or sitting on your heels, could you let your ear drop to your left? And then let the ear drop over to the right. Lift the head and then drop your chin. Lift the head and turn the head to your left. And turn the head to your right. And back to the middle, and again, just drop your chin towards your chest. So take your ear back to the left, a slight angle, and we'll draw a semicircle in the air with your nose. So you drop your chin, and you come over to your right. So you can just close the eyes and just let your head move from side to side. So you're just drawing a semicircle in the air. And move the head. Keep noticing your breath. And the last time, you just drop your chin down towards your chest. And then lift your shoulders and lift your chin. Hunt your shoulders up. And then just release the shoulders. So you can lift. When you're gazing up. And release. And again, you lift. And release. And then just roll the shoulders. Go the other way. And you could just take the hands forwards, lift yourself up wherever you are to a all fours position again. So you've got hands under your shoulders. And if we come back to our puppy dog, this time we're going to try and take the chin onto the mat. So you keep the hips in the air and you lower your chin towards the ground. So you've got hips above your knees. If it's not comfortable, just take the forehead or turn the head. But you could have your chin on the mat. Feel the breath. And then you can come all the way forwards into your Sphinx pose. So coming onto your tummy with your forearms parallel. Spread the fingers, draw the shoulders down, and then lift your gaze slightly so you can feel the opening through the front of your throat. You might rest your tongue at the back of your top teeth. And just relax your head. So again, as you inhale, you draw your shoulders down, you lift your gaze, you rest the tongue behind your top teeth. And relax the head one more time. So you lengthen and you lift. And then could we introduce a pranayama, could be used for Brahmari breath, or Brahmi breath. Again, to inhale through the nose and make a buzzing sound. So you'll feel it probably in your throat. So inhale. And then the hands come forward, your cheek turned to the side. So you've got the big toes could touch, you let the heels drop out, and we just lie on our side with our head turned one way. Could you turn the head the other way? Bring back the centre, bring the arm back in again. So could you come back to your Sphinx pose, but this time we'll interlace the fingers. So you've got the elbows under your shoulders, and we're thinking now about your third eye. So as you push down through the edges of the arms and your shoulders away from the ears, could you lift your gaze? And then just release the gaze, relax the head. So you're pushing into the tops of the feet. You're drawing your shoulders down, the shoulder blades down towards your waist, and you lift the gaze towards the ceiling. And then you relax. So one more time, pushing down through the edges of the arms, squeeze your forearms together, lift the gaze. So you could just hold us in Sphinx pose for a moment, or you could turn your toes under and come up to a forearm plank if you'd like, or just stay in Sphinx. Drop the knees. So everyone can have your knees bent, the hips above your knees. Squeeze, I can't see half a second. So you've got your arms are still in this tripod shape, and you've got your knees a hip distance apart. You're squeezing your forearms towards each other. You could turn your toes under, and if you would like, you could lift your hips. Again, if you're doing this, you're pushing down through the edges of the arms, you're bringing your shoulder blades together and down towards the waist, and you're lifting and you relax your head. And then you drop your knees. So you could hold it here again, just for a moment, take a breath. And the other thing to do, if you wanted to, is you could rest your hairline at the back of your hand. So just inside the palms of your hands. So you push down through the edges of the arms, you turn your toes under, and with very little weight on your head, you lift your hips. So the start of headstand. So you're pushing down through the edges of the hands, you're lifting the sit bones towards the ceiling, and there's very little weight through the crown of your head. And then you drop the knees. And you could sit back to child's pose, you could rest the forehead on the floor, and you could just rock across your forehead. So just swing from one side to the other. And then stop for a moment, just resting the head, relaxing the arms. So one more thing here, you just come back to your all fours position. Hands under shoulders. Take your left arm and your right leg. And then bend the elbow, bend the knee, and squeeze. So you extend left arm, right leg. Bend the elbow, bend the knee, and squeeze. So you extend and you squeeze. So the hand comes down, the knee comes down, left leg, right arm, pushing out through the heel, and then you bend the elbow, bend the knee, and squeeze. Extend, squeeze, open, and close. And then the hand comes down, the toes turn under, downward facing dog, step the feet forward, come to a squat for a moment. You just hold it there. So if you want, you could just take a little bit of movement. If you've got the feet flat on the floor, yeah, if it's not comfortable for the knees, you might be a little bit higher. Some of you, while you're down here, might want to take the balance. So you just take the weight into your hands and you rest the knees on the backs of your legs, or not. And then we just come up. So take the feet to the floor, and we'll come up to a standing position. So come back to our mountain pose. So you've got the feet are spread, spreading your toes, relaxing your shoulders. Again, have a sense as you push down through the feet, drawing up through the core, all the way up through the crown of your head. You need to sway a little bit from one side to the other. As you stop, the weight will drop into your right foot can come to tree pose. So you have the foot on the ground if you're wobbly. The hands will come above your head. You could separate the hands into lotus mudra. So you've got your thumbs and your baby fingers touching. Comes forward, the hands come down. You step your left leg back, and your right leg. So you want your left leg, you want your right knee out, and your left leg straight. So your hips are facing forward. Take the hands to center, take the hands up again. So you can take the hands again above your head into lotus mudra. Front knee is bent. Perhaps you could take the hands together, take the hands behind your head. Maybe separate the hands so you could rest the head on the hands and lift your heart. And the hands will come behind you, interlace the fingers, shoulders down, leaning forwards. And as you start to come up, you take the weight into your right foot, you lift your left foot. And as the left leg comes back, could you take the arms forwards and come into warrior three? So your ears are between your arms, your palms are facing each other, you're pushing out through the back heel. And then you bend the knee and you come through again, stalk pose. Take your thumb and index finger into chin mudra, hold on to your left foot and come into your dancer's pose. So you're looking up towards your right hand, so you're steady. You're pushing the foot into the hand. And then slowly, with huge control, release. Back to where you started. So let's take the weight into the left foot and into tree pose. Hands turn, Jani Mudra. Take the hands above the head. Separate the hands, lotus mudra. Pushing the foot against the leg, knees the knee out sideways, draw up through the leg. As the knee comes forwards, you can step the right foot back. So you come into your warrior one this side. So you've got left knee is bent, the right leg is straight. You can take the hands up again, so the mudra above your head. Have to take the hands together, take the hands behind your head. Separate the hands, cradle the head, looking up. Relax your toes. And as the hands come down, sweep the arms back, interlace the fingers, shoulders down, front knees bent, and you lean towards your bent left knee. As you start to lift, you release the hands, you take the weight forward, and you take your right leg up. And as the leg comes back, could you come into warrior three? So you're pushing it. You can always keep the toes on the floor if you're wobbly. So you take the palms towards each other, push out through your back heel. Drop your right hip. Most of us starts to lift at this point. And then the knee come forwards again, lifting up. And then dancer's pose. Left hand in mudra, right foot in your hand. Leaning forward, gazing up at your left arm. And you push the foot into the hand. Push the foot away from your hand. Keep pushing. And then you release the foot. You release the foot. And you come back. And then just bounce a little, bounce on the heels. So a little shock wave up through your legs, up through to your hips. in the pelvis. You might find the body start to move, and the shoulders and the arms. Smooth enough that you can close the eyes, just the body shape. And sense this energy just rising up through your body. And lift the heel. Exhale, folding forward, and just let the body hang here for a moment, just relaxing the head and the shoulders. And then the hands could come to shins, straighten the legs halfway lifted. Put the hands down towards the floor, step your feet back into a plank. Extend from the heels to the crown of your head. Pulling up through the core, tummy back into spine, bring the shoulders away from the ears. Drop your knees. Cross your ankles over your heels and come to rest. Lie down. Keep the work is done. Blanket to the heads, blanket to cover your eyes. Yes. Rolls in the middle. So these are the your head, that's the one you do that. Thank you so much. Make the cup up for a second, you can finish. You've got a layer of blankets, whatever you need. I've got loads of extra blankets if you please. I'll try and put one on your head. What should I say? So the point of chasing the crown, very strategic. And then you come out with eyebrows in seconds. I'm also facing crystals on your face. If you like. The clear thoughts. It's about balancing it. Bring the body to rest. As the body begins to rest, you perhaps set an intention for the rest of your day, for the weekend. It might be one word, it might be peace or love or joy or calm. And you let the essence of that intention just sink into your body. So how would it feel if that intention were true? How would it feel in your body? Intention sink deep down into your body, down through your torso, through your arms, through your legs. You let your body rest. Your whole body resting. Just bring awareness to your body, your physical body. And with every exhale, feel the body just dropping a little heavier, a little deeper onto your mat. Let the body rest. Notice your feet resting, the soles of the feet and the toes and the tops of your feet. Feel the relaxation flowing up through your legs, around your knees, your thighs. Bring the awareness to your hips and pelvis, maybe the awareness to your roots, your Muladhara chakra. The colour is red. Softening through the lower abdomen, across your lower back. As you bring awareness to your sacral chakra and flow through life with ease and grace. Bringing awareness to your solar plexus, the colour is yellow. Softening across the middle back, across the abdomen. I am enough. I am more than enough. You bring your awareness to your heart, Anahata, softening through the front of the heart center, the back of the heart center. The colour is green or pink. I move through my days light-hearted and carefree, knowing that all is well. And relax your shoulders. You feel the relaxation flowing down through your arms, softening the palms of your hands and your fingers. Bring awareness to the little space at the base of your throat. The colour is blue. I speak my truth with love and kindness. And you relax the sides of the neck, the back of the neck. Do you release any tension in your jaw? And you relax your tongue and your lips and your cheeks. Relax the eyes, all the little muscles around your eyes. Bring your awareness to the little space between your eyebrows. The colour is indigo. I see clearly and with love. And any remaining tension can then drain down through your body, down through the arms, through your torso, your legs, and out through the soles of your feet. And as you inhale, visualize breathing in a brilliant white light through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, you let that light just spread through your body. So through your torso, through your arms, through your legs, filling your body with light. Inhaling, breathing in white light, filling your body. And as you exhale, let that light just radiate through your whole body. And the whole body rests, filled with light. Bring your awareness back to your fingers and to your toes, maybe moving a little. When you're ready, just bring your knees up to your body and just roll to your sides. Just bring yourself up. You're seated back. Just rest your hands at your heart. Just come up through the midline up to the crown of your head. And then just come back down. Take a breath. And exhale through the mouth with a may you feel happy, may you feel joyful, may you feel loved, may you feel nurtured, and may you feel very, very peaceful. And have a very wonderful Christmas. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. So now I'm going to turn this recording off. give everyone some power, so just stop the recording.